In 2017, India signed a 4,500 crore rupees contract to buy 100 K9 Vajra artillery guns from South Korea. By 2024, a second contract worth 7,629 crore rupees followed. This time with significantly higher indigenous content manufactured by Larsen & Toubro at its Hazira facility in Gujarat. The K9 Vajra, I believe, is no longer just a South Korean gun. It is progressively now become an Indian one. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh flew down to Seoul this week with a direct message. That model needs to become the template. Singh held extensive bilateral talks with South Korean Defense Minister Ah Yu-bak, covering defense production, maritime security, emerging technologies, logistics, military exchanges, and regional securities. 3 MOUs were signed on defense cybersecurity, institutional training between India's National Defense College and Korea National Defense University. And of course, the third one was cooperation in UN peacekeeping operations. Mr. Singh also met Lee Yung-chul, who is the head of South Korea's Defense Acquisition Program Administration. Now, with both sides agreeing to explore joint development, joint production, and defense exports. This meeting was quite crucial. The areas Singh identified for the next phase are quite crucial and specific: artificial intelligence, autonomous systems, cyber technologies, semiconductors, quantum technologies, and advanced materials. These, I believe, are not, well, aspirational additions to a diplomatic communication. They are the technologies defining what the next generation of warfare actually will start to resemble. And India has identified South Korea as the partner it wants to build with. 2 agreements were also signed between Larsen & Toubro and Hanwha Aerospace to deepen industrial cooperation, technology collaboration, and of course, capacity building, further anchoring the K9 Vajra program as the foundation of the defense-industrial relationship. The India-Korea Defense Innovation Accelerator ecosystem, which is KIND-X, featured prominently in the discussions aimed at integrating the defense innovation ecosystems of both the countries and, of course, expanding collaboration in emerging military technologies. The backdrop to all of this is the Indo-Pacific. China's military assertiveness and North Korea's continuing missile program have sharpened the strategic logic of this partnership for both governments. India's Act East policy and South Korea's regional vision are pointing in the same direction. And here, of course, is the front page take. The MOUs are, I believe, obviously, as all we know, is the paperwork. KIND-X is actually the ambition. The K9 Vajra took years to move from a purchase contract to, well, a manufacturing partnership. The AI and autonomous systems conversation is also right now at an earlier stage. So, what the Seoul visit signals is that India is done being a buyer in these categories. And South Korea, which has the technology and the industrial base, is actually the partner India has chosen to build with. Now, whether KIND-X delivers what the K9 model delivered will be the test, or whether this week's conversations were the beginning of something or just the continuation of a very long agenda. Please do let us know what are your thoughts in the comments below. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Front Page by the AIM Network. Like, share, subscribe, and always remember, think AI, think AIM.